game here. Okay, let's play new game. Zero. Okay, play. Play online. So starts with repeat here. So let's start with d4. I wanted to play the English opening. Okay, so knight to f3, then bishop to f4. Okay, now e3. Okay, so just want to push single here, c3. Okay, so takes with d3 is better because there is no outpost on. If the knight comes with c6, so let's bring the bishop on d3. Queen on c2. Okay, now d2. So now my uh, so I can attack my opponent by moving the pieces here. Okay, he's pinned my bishop on this diagonal. So at first, don't want to keep this knight. Hello, my friends. How are you? Yeah. Okay. The knight wants to take advantage on this. So I didn't wanted to do it. I didn't wanted to keep the advantage here. I think I wanted to castle queen side here. There is much more attack on king side from my side. So I wanted to attack on the king side. If I double push the f4 pawn, f5 pawn, I think that is so powerful. Okay, so double push the f5 pawn. Is that great? Okay, so I think I can win the bishop here, or is there any tactics? No, I didn't know. I can win this bishop on this diagonal. I think there's not better way to take the uh, bishop on the diagonal, so I didn't take it. Let's make up a short case and simplify the game. I know he wants to take mine. Okay, now I can push the f5 pawn. I think the f5 pawn pushing is not better here. it. Okay. Okay, he wants to break down the hole. Okay, so let's bring the okay, I think there is some pressure here. Okay, so go for it. Okay, at first pin the knight from this diagonal, otherwise my pawn will be loosed. I didn't want to keep my pawn. Okay, okay, he wants to pin my pawn some another way. Uh, I can double push the F12 pawn. This is the right way to doing this. At first I need to keep. Okay, so I need a little bit backup on this diagonal at first. What is the knight outpost here? Okay, so I first kick the knight from this diagonal. Okay, single push the pawn. I just simply wanted to keep this pawn here yet, because there is a attack yet. So that's why I give it 2. Okay, if he push his e-file pawn, that will be better. I can make up a fork here. Oh shit. He takes the knight. I think that's blunder. He takes my knight. So what I need to do on this, viewer, please comment what I need to do. I can own a single pawn here and nothing great on this, so let's go for it. Yeah, now this is great on this. So okay, he wants to trade my coin on this, so let's go for it. I know this is so risky here. Okay, now he's one knight up here. Okay, takes with bishop. I think there is no game yet right now. So that's the last try here. Okay, so right now I cannot win on this. You know, if my opponent didn't make blunder yet. So 1700 elo, my opponent didn't move blunder. Okay, he wanted to push the pawn on this. Hello guys, how are you? Hi my fans. I think now I'm losing completely here. He can push the pawn, so I want to take a little bit advantage here. Okay, so let's go for this traditional. I know after some moves I need to resign here. So going for this is a very bad, you know, just little single check here. So I think now I am completely losing here. There is no way to win this game if the opponent made blunder here. Hello viewers. Okay, I think now the game is gone here. You know, now the game is totally gone on this. It's completely one bishop up from this. So the light square bishop, that's I can mate with white, but I didn't know how to escape here. Okay, so let's go for a repetition check here. Okay, if he doing his bishop to h3, I think that will be good for me. Okay, so he didn't do it. So let's take a blunder move if the opponent didn't see the move. Okay, my opponent see the move. Now I can resign here. Okay, so Let's play a new game. Okay, my opponent plays d4. I replies with d5 and wanted to bring in my bishop on f5. Okay, so double attack on my pawn. I need to protect the pawn, and I can protect the pawn by both way. The queen's gambit my opponent played. I didn't want to accept it. Okay, so he wants to push double. If you push double, I think it's bad or good. Okay. So I just give my pawn here for uh, taking the advantage of uh, center and underdeveloped my pawn here. Okay, so if he takes with pawn, that's the center attack. Okay, now I think there is an attack from my side. Okay, so let's bring the bishop on this diagonal. Okay, I cannot move my knight on f6. It will be pinned here. Okay, otherwise it will be closing. So my knight on d7 is forced here to protect the d5 pushing. This knight can also jump on the, okay, so it knight can also jump on the b5, so I need to protect the b5 here. Now it's clear here. Okay, go for it. What's the play? I need to think about what will be the white's replay here. Hello Mahimili, how are you? Hi Mahi. Okay, he decided to takes with the powerful pawn. Okay, now I can castle here. If I castle, he can push. So what can I do? So I can maneuver my knight on this diagonal. I know this is unauthorized, but okay, I know. Pushing this pawn is very bad here. Okay, let's go for it. Wanted to kick the rook if he comes. Okay, I have a check here. Shit. Now it's clear. You want my knight. It's totally clear here. Okay. I need to keep the knight from this side, and how could I kick this knight? Okay, so let's try the another way. Now he can take my bishop here also. I think this is very lame from me, from my side. I don't know why I play look like this. This is very lame attack. I think I made a bit blunder on this if for pushing this pawn here. Okay. Why didn't he capture my bishop on free? That's the question. I think now I need to castle my. Okay. Okay, now I think. Oh shit! All the pieces is protected here. Oh shit! He made up a checkmating pattern. I need to think about this point. He made up a checkmate pattern. I lose two games in a row. So let's play another game. E4, the most common opening Italian game. Okay, so my target is now this. Okay, he wanted to play the Sicilian here. Okay. I just wanted to break it down. I think that's not great here yet. I think that's not great move. I just giving two pawns here. Okay, I wanted to keep my bishop on this diagonal. You know, he can made up a check, and king can goes to h1 or h2. Okay, so I just wanted to change up my location here. That's better on this. Okay, he wants to push this pawn and wants to what? So for the single pattern, this bishop can go on this diagonal. So that's why I go for here. Okay, he knows all of plans. I don't know how he knows all of my plans. Currently, one viewers chat rate is zero. Okay, so let's take it. Okay, I didn't know why he keep his pawn knight for the pawn. Okay, so let's go for it. Uh, he takes with bishop here. Okay, so let's try to. He hits knight, cannot go back on this. So I can win his tactical way. If he pushed his c5 pawn, that will be better. But I think he cannot take find it away from this. So now I can push this pawn. Yeah, he made up his pattern for good away, and what will be the my replay? So at first push the knight here, push the pawn for the knight. Okay, let's try this. My queen is open here, you know. So I think if anyhow he can attack on my diagonal, my king is already exposed here. Hello viewers, where are you going? I think it's injustible for you. I'm sacrificing two of pieces here. Uh, he have two bishop. Okay, I see. The pieces are equal, but the king is exposed. Okay, he can made up a check. Also, I can push this pawn. Oh shit! I need to go for the shit. That's not reliable. That's not reliable. Okay. He saw the pushing here. Okay, now what will be the replay from my side? I need to say okay from my side. I think I need to push this pawn on e file. That will be attackable. Why did I eat? Sorry, why did I take the a2 pawn? Am I greedy about all this? I didn't know. I have a fork on e file. Okay, let's see. What's my opponent do? It's just 1 point up here, and nothing is. But I need to play a humble here. Pushing the e-file pawn is deadly here, you know. Okay. My opponents wanted to create the queen on this. If I keep the a2 pawn, okay, so now there is no attack on, so I need to go with this one. If he made up a check here, I'm very glad to him. Okay, so at first kick the knight. Okay, so he is wanted to treating the knight here. That's very bad on this. My knight is also hanging, so the game is gone. I just lost 3 games in a row. Okay, let's play another game. I didn't know what's happened on. I accept the advanced variation of it. So let's push it. You know, the attack is powerful here, but I can pin the knight and take the knight if the queens comes here. Uh, the reason is that okay, so if the queen come, I can pick the knight. Okay, so uh, I think now it's equal here. Okay, so he cannot keep back my. Okay, the f4 pawn pushing will be good attack here. Oh, no. So let's see what's my opponent do here. Oh shit! I can take the d-file pawn. The bishop take will be blunder here. Okay, so now let's see what's my opponent wanted to do. If you take my bishop, I can take his queen. So I think he didn't want to play look like this. Now I am winning 1 pawn here. Okay, he resigned. I didn't know why he resigned. Yeah. Is there any mating pattern? So let's see why my opponent resigned. I just take one pawn here. My opponent is resigned. Let's see the review. Okay, 92% accuracy of my. What is the brilliant move here? Okay, knight cross d5 is brilliant. So take this. Okay, he goes on this. Uh, okay, he wanted to go on this. I think he didn't wanted to go on this. By pushing, so now it's my turn here. By going on this, is that better? It's good to get the queen of it, starting a square into action through follow up. The pawn pushing is not good. Okay, so my opponent resigned. I didn't know why he resigned. So let's play another game. Okay, now I wanted to bring up my knight. Okay, so he didn't want to keep this space here. Okay. If the pawn goes to center, what's the problem of my opponent? Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, I can win the rook here by tactical move. So let's take the rook on this. Okay, so now I am winning the rook on this. So let's try the okay, so he wanted to take mine, and so let's push the pawn. Okay, I can push this one also. Okay, take this one. Okay, so let's pressurize this pawn. Is there any available attack, or is that he can? Okay, he is also attacking my pieces here. I think he can't save his piece. So let's push this pawn. Go for it. Okay, so let's take this. Take these two pawns here. Single pawn versus connected pawns. I wanted to make up a long castle and threatening him for another pawn. Okay, so to make a long case elite, threatening him another pawn. How could he recover his pawn on this? I think this is deadly here. He is attacking my pawn somewhere and okay. At first attack his bishop. Now I can own his g4 pawn. Hello viewers, how are you? How are you everyone? Is that my live is connected and is that uh, watching? Okay, so he wants to trade mine. Okay, so let's take his also. Okay, so he have defended, so let's take his knight here. Okay, now I can take his rook for free. Oh, I think it's not free here, so I think he will be resigned. I have 2 rook extra. Good, now let's play another game. I just lose 3 games on the startup and own 2 games in a row. That will be equal point. Okay, I think that's bad opening here. I didn't know why opponent play look like this. There is no developed yet. Okay, so let's push this pawn fast and go for threatening the opponent. Yeah, my opponent is afraid here. Is that better? Okay, now there is some tactical play. Okay, he grabbed my pawn on this. Okay, so he wants to trade my knight here. Okay, so I didn't mind. Trade my knight. I think it's look like better. So let's put this pawn. If I go, my bishop goes to this diagonal. Okay, so he wants to trade. I think that's not the perfect time yet to giving the knight here. If I bring up my bishop on f4 and 3 attacks on this knight, okay, now he cannot meet up a check or do something. Okay, why he gave his own for the pawn? Okay, he's threatening 2 pawn here and wanted to threat some attacks on this, so I need to go for this one. Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, so let's push this pawn that he didn't need to come on this target. Go for this. Okay, now I can go on this. Okay, go with this one. Okay, is that my opponent? No, my everything. Okay, so now I think I need to release the pressure here. Okay, so I need to play some tactical here. The reason is that he is already threatening my pieces. Uh, okay. I'll bring up the knight here. Okay, I need to go for this tactics. Hit. Oh, he made up a blunder here. I I won the game with making 2 or 3 blunders, and so let's review it. Game reviewing. I think my network is slow here. A blunder move is which is significant impact player position to a negative way. Okay, I know. My accuracy is 82%. Is that I made blunder? Okay, yeah, I made a blunder of this. Uh, okay, now my game is gone on this side. I just keep hope for it. So okay, so now I can go on this. Okay, that's good move. Oh, the pawn pushing blunder. Okay, so let's play another game. I just won last 3 games. The last one is too badly I own, but this is not fair for 1700 players. This type of blunders mating. Okay, now this is equal here. He wants to play Coco piano. Okay, pushing the d5, I can play the knight to e5. So e5, knight takes, pawn takes e5. Yeah. I wanted to make up a castle and threatening some attacks. Okay, so now my bishop can go on this diagonal and isolate this pawn. Okay, so at first I need to my king on goes to d file here. Okay, the knight can jump, but otherwise I can take the knight first, and he wants to take the knight first. Okay, all is okay, equal. All will be equal here. Okay, let's double push the pawn. And person. You know, I didn't wanted to take the e-file pawn it. Okay, so it takes mine. Okay, he can win my. Okay, so he can win my bishop. Here. So let's develop the okay. If the pawn is straight and pawn pushed, there is attack on h7. You know this is deadly here yet. So I need to sincerely play like this. Okay, so it's decided to. So if I double push the pawn, what will be the replay from? Wait. Is there any check available here? If I takes the okay, so by moving the knight here, okay, now I'm moving a pawn here. Yeah, he made a bit check on this. I think the center bishop is powerful here. Also trading the knight. Okay, he just wanted to push the pawn and release the knight. So let's keep the pressure on this f5 pawn. So f5 pawn and knight also attacking. So let's go for this. With this one. I think now I can make up some ticket. Yeah, now I can make up some tactics here. If you fall on this trap, that will be deadly here. Okay, now if I made a check, he can also win that way. So I didn't want to make up a check here yet. Okay, now he can threat my B file pawn. I didn't mind if he take my B file pawn yet right now. Now it's great here by giving check on this diagonal. You know, the h5 is better. So let's straight the rook from this diagonal. Let's take this pawn. I just won 3 pawn by giving a bishop. I didn't know why my opponent didn't take my pawn here. Let's take my bishop. Now I can I think challenging is not good yet. Well, I have nothing to do by challenging my. So why didn't I keep a check on this? First push. this. Oh shit. Mm. Now it's level up. So I want to just trade my pieces here. This is good, but I didn't know who my opponent. Okay, so I want to give a check on this. If he is knight takes, I wanted to take with bishop. Takes with bishop here. So at first, take my check from this diagonal. Okay, here he have a check on this. So let's go on this. I think now he have no check yet. No, you know the trading queen is deadly here. The reason is that uh, if my I am trade the queen, I will be win. Viewer, please like, comment, and share my channel. Okay, he is playing the hidden game here. Okay, he can check on this diagonal. Okay, let's block the diagonal first. Okay, he's spinning. Shit, rook takes knight is a check here, so I didn't want any type of check. Okay, now my opponents have on the moves. Is there my opponent have any type of checks yet? Okay, on every move I wanted to treat the pawn. Okay, so he wants to take my. Okay, so there's double check happened. If I go for it, if I push this pawn, there will be one. So let's give a check first. Okay, threats the queen. Okay, so go for it. Uh, I give both pawn. His rook is also hanging on. I think now the game is gone from uh, white. Okay, so made up a check. Yeah, he cannot take. Oh, my pawn said. Okay, so let's give a check. Okay, he just lose on timeout. But is there any move here yet? He can go on this. So this one is checkmate. If he go on this and made a check, go for it. Give me a check. This one. So I think now this is checkmating pattern here yet. Okay, so let's play another game. That will be the last game here. I think my repeat rating will be 730. Maybe if I own this game. Okay, so e4. Let's play the common opening of e5. Oh, my opponent will be on 1700 if he goes to win. So okay, I give him a big opportunity to take the advantage. You know, the advantage here. I wanted to bring up my rook on this diagonal. Sorry, I wanted to bring up my knight. Okay, so I think that's not a big deal, you know. Okay, so this knight wants to come on d file. Let's push this pawn and okay, so if his knight wants to come, I wanted to easily capture this. Okay, so is there any crucial pattern for take this? Okay, I didn't know. He just give me a check and I think he can do nothing on this. Okay, the triple pressure he wants to give. Mm, gave his knight here also. Okay, okay, let's play the game. I think he made up a blunder here. Shit. Uh, Now I lose the game here. So I didn't need to give him a chance. So let's play with him another game rematch. Is there rematch available? Rematch request sent. Uh, let's see the opponents wanted to play another or not. So my opponent didn't want to play the rematch game. So bye bye from today. Allah Hafiz from everyone.